Hey, cheers, let's chat. Hey, y'all. Hey. Listen, let's talk about this right now. I hear a lot of people prophesying and talking about marriages. Like this year, 2025 is supposed to be a year of, marriages and stuff like that. So I'm super excited about that. For anyone who finds love is in love and, you know, they happy. Like I love love and I love all the fairy tale type stuff that comes with it or that we want to come with it. So I'm a big proponent of that. And I feel like it's only right because we've been talking about relationships so much and really doing deep dives into how you can make a relationship work, what makes a relationship work. So I'm hoping that with all this chatter that everybody doing, the different podcasts, different people, different, you got conventions, you got all kind of stuff going on for relationships and to help build these relationships. So it's only right that at some point that stuff will start paying off. You know what I'm saying? And we can circle back to having healthy relationships, actually being in relationships and not situationships. And we can circle back and get to a point where we are loving one another properly and loving from a safe space and a healed and whole space, right? So let's get into this. This is what I have to say for people who, when you run across your prospects and you serious about them, and you really have a viable prospect that, y'all can see yourself having a long-term, legally united relationship. And that's really what you want to do. First of all, let me say this. You're going to have to keep some of that to yourself because everybody can't be privy to that. Why? Because everybody is not going to be happy for you. And I don't care how good of a person you are, soon as you start looking too happy to some people, their bitterness is going to start showing up. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have that one auntie that's going to say, well, girl, what they say, if it's too good to be true, it probably is. You're going to have the auntie that say that. And then you're going to have the best friend or one of your homegirls who she might be happily married or so-called happily married. And then when she see you, trotting down that path, she gonna be like, I just don't want my friend to get hurt again. Like, oh, the last time I just, and it don't have nothing to do with her not wanting you to get hurt again. What it is she don't want you to be happier than she is in her situation. And it's sad, but it's true, because sometimes people can come from a good safe space when they saying certain things, but a lot of times people not coming from good safe spaces when they say little smart, slick stuff like that. Well, who do want it to be like last time? You know what I'm saying? If last time didn't work and your friend ended up hurt, is that something you have to keep reminding her of when she's clearly, trying to walk down a different path? And you not seeing your friend, do the work, try to heal, try to choose better. Do she have to constantly be reminded of last time and this time and that time? No. So you already know they're coming from a weird and icky place whenever they start saying little sideways stuff like that. And one thing about it, listen, that's what the conversation is about. Being aware of the negatives once you start trying to walk down that certain path. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you can't necessarily share that with everybody. Sometimes you're gonna have to just keep it close to the vest. You know what I'm saying? And just keep it to yourself and maybe somebody else that genuinely has a good, have a good interest in wanting to see you do good, And truth be told, it's like this. Nobody should have no one should be vested in you doing bad, right? But a lot of times, it's not that they're vested in you doing bad or being single or whatever. A lot of times you have parents, grandparents, aunties, uncles that they really would like to save you for themselves, right? And I don't mean that in a, crazy kind of way. What I mean is that if they're getting older, right, and you may be a solid individual, they may feel like they need you they may feel like they're going to need you in their life more than that man or that woman, who you ain't been knowing all your life. Sometimes, and they might don't want to say it, but the reality is that if you sit back and watch and pay attention, you will see they will try to save you for them, because they want you to be available when they need something from the store. They need to go to the doctor. Maybe they just need a listening ear. Maybe they need you to handle some of their business. They want you to be available for them, and they know that at the point where you get a situation where you married or you start your own family, or that basically just your interests are not 100% on them anymore, that scares people sometimes, especially when they have had you for so long, especially when you are solid and they can depend on you, especially when you are like the go-to person for them, right? You would like to think that mom who has raised you, she's gonna be, oh baby, I can't wait till you get married. You're like, she's gonna be your number one proponent. Sometimes that same mom is gonna be the reason why you won't ever get married if you keep listening to her. Yeah, you could play this back or send it to her till I said it, because that is the reality. Sometimes they will sabotage what you have going on because they really on the low want to save you for themselves, and they are scared to lose you to someone else. A lot of times people want to, even our friends will do it. They'll like to dress it up as, they just want to see us with the right person and they don't want to see us get hurt. No. You just want to keep me close. You just don't want to have to divide my time between you and my new significant other. You just want me to be able to keep doing for your kids and stuff like that. So you don't want me to, so you, every time I start talking about having my own, you're like, girl, you don't need no kids just because you want me to keep being a built-in babysitter for yours. A lot of times you have to watch out with the kind of things people saying and how they're moving, because it's not like that. Just like I say, it's not like they're waking up saying, oh, I don't want her to do good. Oh, I don't want her to do good. No, it's just the selfish part of them wants what they want for themselves more than they want to see you happy, right? They want to keep their hooks in you. So a lot of times, that's why I say that's the main thing. You can't always share it with the people that you think you want to share it with, because a lot of times they just don't have good intentions when it comes to seeing you with someone else. Yes, parents will sabotage. That man could be good and great and everything for you, and they will take one fly. Well, he got kids and you ain't got none, and so what? Can you be a good mom? Do you have potential to be a good mom? Can you deal with the baby mama? Is she raggedy or is she decent? Right? Because that man wasn't no virgin when he met you. So you can pretty much expect that he may have kids or have a past life or whatever, especially in this day and age when a lot of people getting together later in life, and a lot of people circling back, going back to people that they once, wanted to be with, or it didn't work then, and then they had a few relationships in between that didn't work, so they just went back and grabbed the person. Well, I just be with them. A lot of people going in reversal. So yeah, it's gonna be kids, it's gonna be families. Some of the kids gonna be good kids, some of them gonna be bad, some of them it's gonna be grandkids. It's gonna be a whole lot of stuff. So don't let a person talk you down out of your situation when it's a good situation. Now, I'm not saying don't listen to anybody, and I'm definitely not saying go in with blinders on, with your nose spread from Florida to California. That's foolish. You have to be able to be wise enough to choose a mate more than for looks, more than for money, right? Because all of those things can be gone and will be gone. All of those things are subject to change at any time. But your character your moral compass, those are the things that don't just change just like that. Your looks could change. You can have hair to your behind and then wake up and do like I do, and then now you bald head. Looks done changed immediately. Right? So if you only getting with me because of my looks, then that can change. It has to be something else, something substantial that makes you want to be with that person, because that's what's going to matter. That's what's going to take you through y'all tough times. And that's what's going to make the good times even better. Truth be told. Right? Because even when you out somewhere and you taking pictures, okay, so let's say he look good and she look good. Okay, that's all wonderful and great. But if y'all having a terrible time on the vacation or on the trip, y'all keep arguing, it don't matter that he or she looks good on the pictures. When you know every time you look at that picture, you're going to be reminded how he pissed you off when y'all was in Turks and Caicos. Right? So it has to be something of substance, especially in these days and time. And what we have to realize is this. If the person, even when it's our parents, if we haven't seen them do a successful relationship, then it's not that we can't listen and pay attention to what they're saying, but we have to treat that extra cautiously, with extra caution, because number one, you don't know if what they're telling you is coming from a good space or a bad space, if they're healed properly, if they angry with women or men. You don't know if they just want to keep you close, or you don't know if they really just want to keep you from being, hurt or whatever like that. Okay, how you keep me from being hurt and going through stuff is make sure that you have educated me. Make sure that you have gave me all the game in the world, right? Not waiting until I bring home Prince Charming and then you knock down everything that I think is good about this man. You plant all kind of seeds of doubt in my head about this man. That's not how you prepare me for life. By the time I bring home someone to the parent, they should have already done their teaching. It's not for them to wait till I bring somebody home then tear them to pieces. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times parents will set standards for their kids, spouses that their kids don't even meet. Your daughter coming to the table with kids. So why is it an issue if he has them? You know what I'm saying? Your daughter don't have that great of a credit score. So why do his have to be 800? You know what I'm saying? Your daughter been out here wilding and moving around and jiggling, percolating, and all this, that, and the third. So when you hear that he's been in the streets, or that he fresh out the street, why is that a problem? Why is that a problem? Why is that such a deal breaker? So you have to be extra cautious, right? And then see, I'm gonna end it with this. Your parents know you from a parent-child relationship, right? If you are fortunate enough, your parent may know you from a friend perspective, if you have been able to develop that relationship with your parent, right? But hardly nobody tells their parent every single thing, unless you and your parent have had like almost a weird kind of relationship, or unless you have those parents where y'all was, y'all may have been raised together almost in a sense. So y'all are very close in age, attitude, all of that type of stuff. Well, sometimes you might even just share too much with them at times. So maybe, but here's the thing. I said all that to say, still they know you only from a child and parent relationship, or either a friend relationship. They don't know you as a girlfriend or a boyfriend or fiance. They don't know you as that person. They don't know all the little slimy, grimy, nasty, mudded out things that you do in the bed with this man or this woman when y'all together. Don't have a clue. Now, like I say, sometimes people have discussed those things with their parents, and they might know a little something, but they don't know every single detail, right? They don't even know all of your innermost fears and innermost secrets, right? So when you have found you a person and you feel like that's that person, and then your parent or somebody close to you is constantly knocking it, you have to understand that to take it for what it's worth, right? But it don't have to be your Bible, and it don't have to be the end all. Why? Because they don't know how that man comforts you or how that woman comforts you. They don't know how the man or the woman may have to, rock you to sleep at night, or they don't know how the presence of that man or woman being in your house, how it calms and soothes you. They don't know all those things about you because they're not intimate with you in that way. So you cannot let them just trample over all of your hopes and your dreams and your experiences with that person, because they have not experienced that person in the way that you have. So yes, they may have some good pointers, some good advice, some good observations. You hear that. You respect that, right? But at the same time, don't let them make those decisions. Don't let them run people out your life. Don't let them create a foggy screen where now you second guessing. You know how this man makes you feel. You know how this woman make you feel. You know how you trust them, or how, they have supported you in this, that, or the third. They've been there for you. You done shared your innermost secrets. You know those things. Your parents don't know those things and have not walked that walk with that person. So do not let them overshadow. I don't care and when I say parents, I do mean parent, friend, sister, sibling, all of that stuff, brothers. Hear what they say. Take it, consider it, right? If it makes sense what they're saying, if they're coming from a good place. Some of that stuff you can't even take. Some of that stuff you can't even consider. Why? Because you ain't even seen them do now relationship healthy, happy, whole. You ain't seen them have now good relationship. So to be taking advice from them is almost like, you sure you want to do that? Now that's not to say a person can't give you good advice, right? But you have to really be sure where they're coming from when they're saying things that is not lining up with what you see. It's not lining up with your experience. It's not lining up with how you're experiencing that person. Oh, well, I think they sneaky. They look like they sneaky. Okay, well, have you experienced sneaky from them? Have you experienced that? Because this person over here just saying they sneaky, but everywhere he go, he tell you. You got the password to his phone, etc. So he's very open and honest with you from your experience. But this person over here just talking about, yeah, he look a little sneaky. See, stuff like that, you have to weigh that stuff out. Weigh that stuff out. But yeah, again, in this season, hey, if marriage is on the table and you feel like that is your person, pray about that thing and go for what you know, because there are so many things in this life that, guess what? You do not get a second chance at it. Everybody don't get to circle the wagon and come back around. Every opportunity does not come back around. Right? You may feel like, well, if it doesn't go good this year, then next year, perhaps we'll get back together. Next year, that person could be married. Next year, that person could be dead. So let's stop putting off everything for tomorrow and for next year and this, that, or the third. Even when it comes to women and young women, y'all having kids and stuff like that, listen, stop putting all of that stuff off. When that's something that you want to do and that's really what you want to do, because you don't know what your body going to be saying 10, 15 years from now. You may be saying, yeah, I want to do this, I want to do that. I'm ready to have, kids when I'm 35, 40. Okay, but your ex may be saying, yeah, they scrambled. Yeah. Oh, well, I'm going to just I'm going to freeze my eggs. Okay, you freeze your eggs, and then what happens? You find out, okay, at the age where now you ready to get them frozen eggs, now you done find out you got cancer. Now you done find out that you diabetic, or you got lupus, or something that is really gonna put your life at danger. So a lot of times we have to start pushing We have to stop pushing things off to the next day into this year and that year and like, no. Some things only come round that one good time. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you're going to only meet that man, hey, when you 23, baby, and you will never meet one like him again. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes things do blossom for you later. And you might meet Mr. Everything you've been waiting for when you 50. But who wanted to wait until they was 50 to meet Mr. Everything you've been waiting on? That wasn't part of your plan, but hey, baby, it will be well worth the wait. You know what I'm saying? But the gist is, don't let nobody keep you from your person. You know what I'm saying? When you know that that's your person, hey, go for what you know. Trust God, pray, take that thing to him, listen to him, not the naysayers. Because, like I said, people will dress stuff up and act like they for you and act like they happy for you. Them people be so angry. Sometimes you the last person they want to see married. Sometimes you the last person they want to see with a good husband or a good wife. You the last person they want to see coming down that aisle in that dress, looking gorgeous. You the last person. So sometimes you have to really keep certain things close to your heart and just chop it up with God about it and see where he leads you. And then when you take it to your parents, you're not taking it to your parents asking them. You're taking it to your parents, well, hey, this is the decision that I've made. I hope I can have your blessing on this because this is the direction that I'm going in. So hopefully you can support me. And you're not even giving them a chance to knock everything down. And I'm not saying do not heed wise counsel, because yes, you do need some wise counsel. You know, you need that. But it's wise counsel. It's not just rhetoric. It's not just a hurt person telling you how no good this person is. It's not you know your auntie or your grandma who hate men just telling you, girl, I wouldn't even get married. What you even want to get married for these days? You ain't got to be married. Ain't no other people that like those type of conversations. When you know what you know and you know what it is that you want to do, you can't even entertain that foolishness, baby. Don't let it get to your spirit. But let me tell y'all this. So that's that for that. I'm going to end by telling y'all what I'm smelling like today because I ran across this good little perfume. I had got a gift card for Christmas. And so I wanted to try something else because I had in my mind what I wanted. But I wanted none. I smelled something else. So perfect. Perfect for Marc Jacobs. Y'all got to try that. So these be my little things. They cost effective. So get a billion of these little things and I can smell like I want to smell different days. So try that. I'm smelling like this and I always combine it with something else. So this body oil that I combined it with today is from, who is this? Brown Sugar Babe. Like I love their body oils. This is called Pink Pound Cake. Let me tell you something. I was in Wawa and the dude was like, you smell fantastic. I hadn't put this on from the morning. And I was like, you sure it's me? You smell it? He said, I am sure. But let me tell you, these I salute these body oils from Brown Sugar Babe because every time, every kind I get smells so good. I think I have maybe picked one that I didn't like before, but they last really good and they go on well. And then when you pair the oil, once you just put the oil on your skin, you know, bathe, etc., so forth, and then you pair it with a perfume. Listen, baby. So remember that Perfect by Marc Jacobs and Pink Pound Cake by Brown Sugar Babes. Y'all go get that. Enjoy your day.